I'm not going to use my real name, so you know, okay?
It's recording now, so... Anyway, this is Dtales and Iris here. We're going to finish up this Okami review since Willy Boy is going to do Smash Brothers Brawl. He's going to do the subspace with me, so...
For a reason unknown.
Anyway, so we have to go get Cesado.
Lazy he is. Speak up, I can't hear you. Or you're too lazy to talk, too.
Apparently everyone's too lazy to talk unless they're laughing.
Yeah. One of these people are always in trouble.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And we're up to a slow
Lazy
start.
bastard?
Can you bite him?
Yeah, you can, but...
Well, you won't, right? Come on, put him through some exercise.
You can't bite him here, oh well. Anyway. If you've noticed, my controlling of Okami has become a little better since my last video. Oh, wrong turn. Ow. Well. Anyway, Sake Girl!
How many times have I told you not to feed the dog sake?
Kushi.
Because she looks like sushi. Come on, man. Her face looks like a fish face.
It does, kinda.
Thank you.
Her name is Kushi, and it's gonna be Susunu's Kuchi. Yes, I just said Kuchi on YouTube.
Mushi mushi. Mushi mushi with the sushi.
Vista of the Gods, huh?
Boring.
Yes, give me your fucking drink. Anyway, you bite it, just like the turnip, and we gotta bring it to the lazy bastard.
I don't want to know what he does when he has to use the bathroom.
I don't think anybody does. Anyway, let's
you're
hear this cutscene, and then...
Unless you're a fetishist and you're into that stuff.
At this point, you want to get ready to help out old Cesado here.
Hey, look, it's a miracle.
Vista of the Gods. I wish it was more like we could just get sake and people would be in a good mood. Because that usually would just make my day. I have to do it today.
Well, someone's good mood is usually someone else's bad mood. Especially when they're both in just stellar condition.
Yeah.
But the only thing they want to do is shove glass bottles into each other.
Anyway, here comes the first part where you actually gotta pay attention.
It's a Crimson River.
Fuck.
Those who know what I mean.
You have to cut after him because he can't do this himself.
Because typically you can't cut rock with a wooden sword. You can't cut wood with a wooden sword.
Now, apparently you couldn't just do this yourself. But apparently he's psyched, so... Hiya! Cesado style! Exploding implosion!
Standing after the Spartans with that sword, see how he goes.
That would be something to behold.
Now that's madness.
It's just that simple. Me either.
You know, I think I'm better off saying he's drunk. If he's like this drunk, I don't know what he's like sobered up. I don't want to know what he's like sobered up.
I know, right?
And personally, if I've had a bad day, I'll be put to clean up the mess.
Anyway. Now the merchant's in business again and we can get to some quick praise tricks. And trust me, you will need plenty of praise because there's no experience points otherwise.
break a bottle on you myself.
Okay. Why is it that people can only talk when they're laughing in this game?
That's because you sobered up.
Yeah. Hey!
Why does she have a clam on her butt?
I think that's just her butt.
Nice, too. Oh well. You think stuff like this is the reason why we're not pure hard ourselves?
Probably.
That's not true, actually. I feel bad now.
Go pray.
Oh, nice. I was just eating the dumb thing.
He does in the beginning, but spits him out.
I have a friend at work actually that does eat bugs.
Thank you for the info.
He says they have a sweet taste to them.
Sure. I'm sure.
I wonder how you do that, especially when they're like in midair. You just inhale them in. What if it's a mosquito and the mosquito bites you before it gets eaten?
Then you have an itchy tongue.
Oh yeah, they're domestic. They can just scratch your tongue with a knife.
Yeah, disturbing images. This is a game about salvation. We're going to be making blood jokes the whole time. This guy...
I heard one masochist say deep throat with a knife, but I don't know what it means. If any of you can comment on this, tell me what it means.
Oh, let the comments flow.
I'm serious.
Anyway, I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. Why does everybody keep wanting to touching my map? I don't get that.
Oh no. You had this strength before? Could have fooled me. Oh, if she dies, that's another story.
No, she doesn't die.
I don't typically mock death.
Really? Alright, well, anyway.
I really can't comment on this. That's right.
Well, neither could Wally for your thing, but anyway.
For the sole reason that he doesn't kill the thing for I don't know what reason.
Anyway, it's time to do some shopping since we're going to do some quick karma tricks. I'm going to buy...
Okay, 200 bottles of sake, please.
You're going to need 1 meat bag and a few seed bags. So I'd say...
And mix it in with the sake.
Probably get 3. I think 3. I'll get 4.
Mix it in with the sake before feeding it to them.
Alright, there's rabbits over here, so you need greens too. Darn it.
Oh, since I don't know anything about this game, this is the beginning of the game, right?
Yeah, and this is the end of the first part of the playthrough, or the 7th part of the playthrough. So this is Dtales and Iris. We'll see you in the next part.
Those are like blood check comments.